Shanghai, a city with 25 million inhabitants, is arguably the most international city in China, especially when it comes to food. McDonald's, KFC, Starbucks are just the basics. There are thousands of restaurants serving international cuisines all over Shanghai. But for some reason, I couldn't find an authentic Texas barbecue. At least not until garlic barbecue came along.
My dream was always having a barbecue or running up a place like this. We love barbecue. There's no Texas style barbecue in Shanghai. And then we opened it.
And it was a huge hit with line out the door every day.
We are serving lunch only, no dinner, no reservation. First come, first served.
Opened by two guys from Turkey that have been doing low and slow Texas barbecue in Shanghai for over 2 years. Texas barbecue is simple but not easy and extremely time consuming.
Here is my office. Here is our gigantic smokers. We all built them in China. Each has 3 tons. This is a Central Texas style barbecue. Early in the morning, we set the fire here. We use indirect heat, low and slow cooking technique.
And as all barbecue lovers know, the soul of a good Texas barbecue is the brisket.
We spent 18 hours, man. Like one day, you should try it. Come and try it.
I'm so happy right now.
Alright guys, this is garlic barbecue. Probably one and only Texas barbecue in Shanghai. Getting the full plate of meat right now. I have the dinosaur beef ribs, I have the brisket, pork ribs, and also a nice pulled pork sandwich. Comes with 2 sides. I have kale and Turkish eggplant. Let's start with the 350 Chinese yuan gigantic dinosaur beef ribs. It's about 50 bucks and it's up to 2 pounds of meat. I mean, it's actually quite a steal.
For the beef dinosaur rib and the beef short rib, we also use the black Angus, comes from Australia. We spend around 10 hours, sometimes depends on the site. It would be up to 12 hours.
Tender and meaty and just bursting juices. Look at that. You know, look at that. Look at the nice smoke green. They smoke it with lychee wood, which I don't think anybody in the state does it. I'm quite curious how it tastes like. First bite of this big chunk of meat. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. It's so tender and juicy. Oh, almost falls apart in your mouth. And that smoky flavor, it's really subtle, really nice with a sweet, fruity hint. It's not strong, it's not in your face. It's just very subtle and very unique aroma. It's so light, it's so delicate. Oh, this is phenomenal. This is the best rib I have ever had in China, hands down. I have to get another bite. And look at that char on the surface. Seriously, you don't need teeth for this. Oh. Now, let's try the beef brisket. When we talk about Texas barbecue, most people first thing come to mind is the ribs. But honestly, it's
brisket. Brisket is a must. For brisket, we use the M5 Plus. We use only black pepper and salt. We spent 18 hours, man, like one day.
low and slow.
Yeah, low and slow, indirect heat. Smoke flavor is a very, very key point.
A good Texas barbecue is judged on the brisket. Let's have a bite. So tender, so juicy, nice fruity smoke aroma to it. It's subtle, it's like a breeze, it's not in your face, it's just really comfortable. You just want to have another bite. Next, onto the pork ribs.
For the pork ribs, we spend around 4, sometimes 4.5 hours for the pork ribs. We both use spare ribs and the baby back ribs, and both coming from Spain. It's one of the best pig breed in the world, so it has its own aroma and soft and tender.
Okay, now let's try the ribs. This rib is phenomenal. It's basically off the bone. Really nice smoky flavor. But you also get a strong presence of the pepper. I'm really loving it. Wow. All right, next one is this pulled pork sandwich. Something I get almost every time I went to American barbecue. I mean, must try. Pulled pork sandwich is all about that slowly smoked pork shoulder.
Pulled pork, we are getting it from the States. We spend around 9-10 hours.
After 10 hours of slow cooking, that pork shoulder is ready to fall apart with a gentle massage. Pulled pork sandwich starts out with a nice homemade bun. Slice it open, put on the pulled pork, a few slices of onion, drizzle barbecue sauce, garlic mayo, and put the top back on, and it's done. Nice pulled pork sandwich is actually made of pork butt, which is actually pork shoulder. I have no idea why it's called pork butt, but this one looks amazing, and let's have a try. Oh, this is out of this world. The bun, you know, it's nice, fluffy and firm, so it's a really good foundation for that sandwich. That pork in there, it's peppery, it's a little sour, a little sweet, and you have the garlic mayo, creamy, but the pork itself is just, you know, so tender, it just melts away. I mean, it's amazing, really, really nice pork flavor. And this pork has also been smoked for like 10 hours, nice fruity aroma. Oh, love it. Another winner. Really nice. Let's try the sides. This is kale. It's really refreshing, a little crunchy, and that mayonnaise give you a little creamy kind of texture, and really refresh your palate for more. Let's try it. Another very special side dishes. I can confidently say I've never seen this in an American barbecue restaurant.
Your style, they are not a Texan style.
This is the Turkish eggplant because the owner is actually from Turkey. Let's have a try. Oh, this eggplant, I think it has cheese mixed in it, and it's really creamy smooth. You bite into it, you have the eggplant aroma, slightly salty, and that cheesy flavor just comes in and everything is gone. I mean, really smooth and slippery. Love that, love that. Look at that. It's gone. Of all the dishes I've tried, actually my number one is actually the gigantic beef ribs. That has the most smoky flavor in it. Partly because the meat is bigger, they smoke for longer. Really nice, sweet, lychee wood, smoky flavor. And the second place, you guess it? Definitely the brisket. So tender, so flavorful, so beefy. I mean, you bite into it, that beefy geyser just explode in your mouth. That's amazing. All right, guys, that's it for this time. And if you like my video, please do me a favor and click that subscribe button. See you next time.